Gets the first three of the game to fall. Lillard trying to go by Jordan. Sticks the jumper. Pop. Coming off the bench for them is a right ankle sprain. He's a no-go tonight. Harden one-on-one against Lillard. Runs in the blood for Harris. Harris, a rare two-pointer. And there's Jordan once again all over the glass. Blazers just 2 of 7 to start the game, 1 of 6 from 3. Lillard gets tied up.
I'd help, so if he didn't just lose the ball, he would have had 2 points.
Here's Harden, a slam right down the middle.
Caught Rocco off guard or what?
McCollum trying to get the tough jumper. There's Cantor.
That's the one-on-one spotlight.
Here's Harden, picked from behind by Covington, the 2 former Houston Rockets. Here's McCollum, thought about the pass. Whips it cross court. Lillard able to snare it. CJ, catch and shoot 3, got it.
Didn't even have it. Leads to the run out.
Now the game for the Blazers.
Dame finds his backcourt mate.
The Blazers will bring Carmelo Anthony off the bench, and that's a tough blow for Portland.
Well, that's not the way he wants to get that second year.
McCollum off the handoff, trying to match Harris, and he does.
Back at him.
3 of 8, following a game against the Mavericks in which they only hit 9 threes. Green going shooting to start this game for Brooklyn. Lillard shaking Luau Cabarrot, frees himself up, finds the bottom of the net.
This is the Blazers' backcourt. That's really vicious. CJ 3. Dame faking the screen.
McCollum trying to work the 2-man game with Melo, brings Green out on the island. Shakes him, puts up the 3. It's sent to
that right there. CJ starts heading towards half court.
Their lead is 5, under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Green kept alive by Griffin. Brown tries to pass it to Griffin, who's spinning, but Green gets the loose ball and 10 first quarter points. Keep the Nets within 1 possession. Melo working against Brown, backing him down. Fadeaway's good. Harden with just 2 points and 1 assist so far in the first quarter. Quick dribble, Luau Cabarrot. Harden running start, floater, rattles home.
Solid post defender, and he has been. For Smoothie to go with it.
Hood will try a 3.
Blazers basically denying Harden, forcing somebody else to have to make a play. Oh, give me that.
Trent Jr. rips it from Claxton. Spin move at midcourt, loses Harden. Trent Jr. up with the right hand, but there is Cantor.
Until the Blazers score the basket.
Claxton, the dump pass from Harden, gets his put.
Jump.
Nets.
Blazers took Harden out the play. They forced Claxton to have to make a move. Gary Trent Jr. just rips it away, attacks the basket. This past 5 games, and that does not sound like the Enes Kanter we know.
Lillard, a bounce into a long 3 and dialed in.
That is the in the way.
5 to shoot for Harden. Gets sandwiched between. Look. First free throw and just days in Detroit.
His time with the Clippers averaging slightly above 20 points per game throughout those years, and then was a 20-point. Carmelo knows Carmelo always sees that help.
Trying to take Melo down to the block, he gets fouled.
His teammate saw it, gave it to him, let him do the rest.
9 and here's Harris, always a threat from outside. Miscommunication with Griffin. Griffin diving on the floor. Hood trying to get it to McCollum, tapped away by Brown. Hood with the hezzy baseline jumper. Covington trying to get it back up. Trent Jr. hounding Harris, trying to keep him off that 3-point.
Second team foul.
Harris in the lane, stop and pop. Melo, open look, splash. Straight through. Defense, Green wants to try and back him down. Jr. skies for the offensive rebound. Trent Jr. fires it up.
A good time. Shooters are ready to finish.
Harden, the cut. Nice find to Claxton. Covington has 2 fouls, tries to defend Harden, and they're going to get Covington for his 3rd foul as Harden also gets the buckets.
Because he puts it right by you.
Here's Harden coming off the green screen. In the paint, blocked by Jones. McCollum out and running, puts on the brakes, finds Anthony, got it!
CJ navigate through a screen to get over there and get that. That's a big breakup. That's how you put an extra.
First half, Trent Jr., nice backdoor cut. Just a Green in transition, lay-in over Cantor. Jeff Green has answered the call. He's got 15 points. Jones Jr., Cantor, offensive rebound. Trent Jr., spot up. It's good.
Jimenez, not 1 with 4. Oh, that's a travel.
Green shot. Now for the McDonald's.
Run into the rim to go try to get the ball. Offensive players can stay camped out. It's a long closeout once the ball gets swung out.
Lillard loses heart, goes into the body of.
Impressive. Good night, but he hasn't had to carry some heavy load.
Trent Jr. wide open, puts it in. Loses the handle. Thought he got fouled, trying to shake it off. Harden trying to go back and forth with Jordan. Hood trying to stick close. Shot clock winding down. Harden the lob to Jordan, and Jordan left in the first half. Harris doesn't need much room. That's what he in this first half. Lillard goes by Brown up top. Jones Jr. throwing.
Get one more look at that last play from Dame. Attack left, pull the, and just go right over the top. Dame utilizes more screens as he does right there to eat you up.
Lillard trying to hustle back. Brown with the bounce. Lillard through the lane, blocked by Jordan. Falls hard, but a foul on the floor.
So Dame puts in those screens, and he can use them from 40 feet out. Brown with the dunk. I saw James Harden on the floor. He's racking up 11 a game.
This between Lillard and Harden. Harden attacking Cantor, sidestep, finish. Free throw line. Harden in a hurry, and Cantor
starts off with the hands up, swipes down
that left arm.
He's been holding it for a few minutes now.
Back in the game.
7 to shoot. Harden creates some space, flips it to Brown. Brown has to go up the double team, gets a good look. Harden hustling. Blazers don't want to foul. Harden out with the left ankle stress fracture. Covington, Jones Jr. bring the
Screws out the rim.
There's Brown wide open underneath.
The ball up the floor, was trying to keep in place. His man would be open underneath the basket.
Lillard cashes in a deep 3.
Either one whenever he's involved. So Rocco slips out from the three-point line for him throughout the entire month of March.
Harris probing the paint, dumps it off to Brown. Cantor fighting with Jordan. Jones Jr. dives on the floor for the loose ball, trying to wrap it up.
But if this ball gets put up at its normal height, nobody is taking it from there. It's down on the floor. First to the...
Saw that Brown with the slam in transition earlier. Jones Jr. versus Brown. Largest lead for them has been 7 all night. Lillard cross-court pass. Jones Jr. Oh, yeah.
That footwork from Dame, immaculate. On the catch to not travel and then just blow by and say.
Here's Green trying to go right into Cantor, and the foul again. Off to a decent start, but to find his groove again here in the second half. Harden off the glass.
From CJ to stay stride. CJ's looking to see is a screen coming. He's jabbing toward Harden to take away a step back, and he forces
Irving out. Flips it over to Harris. Harris dumps it to Brown. Brown short on his put up. Blocked by Covington. Lillard, a long 3. Here's Brown. They look to take it and lays it in. Cantor dumps it to McCollum. He'll be patient, gives it to Jones Jr. Rise and shine.
And then he was playing kickball after.
Options on that flight is Covington
Was short, that went a little long.
And that'll be the fourth foul on Covington in the third quarter. Another slam. McCollum still trying to get going in the second half. Gets double teamed by both Claxton and Harden. Mello to Jones Jr. Blocked by Griffin. Harden, the step back three over Lillard. Here's Lillard up top. Jones Jr. Go ahead, throw behind your head. What a display by Jones Jr. here in the second half. He's got 11 points. Griffin tried the three and home.
Blake Griffin shooting
for 42% from outside. Here's McCollum. Jones Jr. Head down, racing to the cup. Finishes with the left.
That one resulted in the turn close to Derek, but not able to get to it.
Jones Jr. once again just
Dame over the top, DJ turn around, turn your back to it. Anytime you have that kind of space, and when
Jones Jr. an array of dunks here in the second half. Nets though hang on to a 1-point lead. Lillard trying to go at Claxton, steps through. Mello has to get it up before the horn. What a find by Lillard.
Yes, once again.
Left in the third quarter. Lillard really attacking Claxton. Cantor over Griffin, leaves a short, fighting for it though, and puts it.
That kind of game for him.
A monster performance, 15 points, 14 boards. Harden can't get it to bounce home. McCollum trying to feed a pass inside. Deflected by the Nets. Here's Johnson. Wild. Terry Stotts beside himself. Can't believe it. As we take time here at Moda, Carmelo Anthony.
Claxton with Jones. Portland still has a foul to give. Ball in the air. Blazers control. 12 seconds left. Lillard against Johnson. He stumbles down. Covington is fouled on the outside.
Being able to thread the needle and get it to Harden. So James Harden, 25 points. He's tied a career 5.8 on the clock. Blazers double team Harden. Green trying to get it in. Has to burn the final timeout for the Nets.
You have an established positive momentum and going to the backcourt. They miss him again.
Harris back to Green. Green gets fouled, so timeout. We'll take a break.
One hitter to the basket. You can use that right now.
Covington to inbounds. Lillard puts up the three. It's off, and that'll do it here in Moda Center. 17 assists from James Harden. They get